Hey, what's up there, guys? Earthmaster here, checking in real quick here on this Tuesday night, 10/10/2017, October 10th, 2017, 7:31 p.m. Live look at G, which is the Global Earthquake Explorer, and shows a little bit of earthquake activity in the Idaho region. And speaking of Idaho, they had a 4.1 earthquake a little bit ago. Showed up pretty nicely on the Yellowstone thumbnails that I normally pull up right here. Let's see if I can pop them up here for you. You can see the 4.1 down here. Showing up rather nicely across the park. Also an increase and renewed activity, it looks like, in earthquake activity with the ongoing earthquake swarm there in Yellowstone National Park. You can see earlier today quite a few spikes popping up here. Now I noticed that yesterday as well. We had some spikes, some small earthquakes. Could possibly be pointing towards renewed activity in the earthquake swarm there at Yellowstone National Park after about a week of fairly quiet activity there. But nonetheless, before that, months of micro earthquakes. Thousands and thousands of earthquakes happening there at Yellowstone National Park over the past few months. But we'll keep an eye on that and see exactly what happens. See if she does happen to kick up, the intensity in the earthquake swarm once again there. 4.1 in the same region that we've been watching here for a couple months, near Soda Springs, Idaho, at a depth of 9.9 kilometers. Quite a few people felt it, looks like. Here's the Did You Feel It report. Just some light shaking being reported by some people out there, but here's a map of the general location, exactly where that earthquake occurred today. Like I say, once again, it's in the Soda Springs region, out there in the Caribou Range. Same exact spot where we've seen numerous earthquakes before in the past couple months. Or actually, earthquake swarm, I would call it, aside from the Yellowstone swarm, separate event. But like Yellowstone, it had calmed down there for a little while. We'll see if the renewed earthquake activity occurs following this 4.1 that occurred a little bit ago. You can see these little blue spikes up here indicating an earthquake. This station right here, called Auburn Hatchery in Idaho, is a little ways away from the Soda Springs region, but nonetheless still picking up the activity. I'll go ahead and take a look and see if I can find a closer station, so we can see if we can get a little bit more detail on these earthquakes that are coming in. But nonetheless, these are earthquakes, individual ones popping up, looks like every few seconds or so. Yellowstone down here, Madison, got a small little spike in there as well. Like I say, guys, we will keep an eye on it, see if any kind of swarming does pick up. If it does, we will go live and cover the earthquake swarm as I have in the past. But right now, I went ahead and made this video to give you guys an update and heads up what is exactly going on there in the Idaho region there. California, aside from the wildfires there and the small earthquake near San Jose last night, that was a 4.1, is fairly quiet today. A little bit of activity down near Brawley, where we have seen some earthquake swarming happen before along the southeastern section of the Salton Sea region, which is just north of the Brawley area. This is an area to watch, as well as in the past, geologists actually issued a earthquake watch because they thought that the increase in pressure down here on the southern section of the San Andreas Fault Zone was a sign of a larger looming earthquake in the region. Nothing did happen following that watch, but we'll keep an eye on it. Like I say, that was a small little 3.0 see a little bit of prior activity in the days beforehand, but it's definitely an area to watch. It seems like a lot of pressure being applied along the western half of the country once again. Of course, including the Intermountain West region, Idaho, and then you get over into Montana and Wyoming with the Yellowstone region over there as well. But all right, guys, have a good night. Stay safe. As always, have an earthquake plan, have a fire plan if you live out here in California, and we'll chat at you guys later.